This one is the second class of the real numbers. Now in this class, first we discuss one theorem. So the theorem is, let p be a prime number and a is a positive integer. If p divides a square, then p divides a. That means if a square is the has a one a square is divisible by p, then a is also divisible by p. Okay, so if p be the prime number, so let p be the prime number and a is the any positive integer, then p divides a square, then obviously p divides a. If p divides a square, then p divides a. Suppose we have to consider the one example. P is the prime number. Suppose this one is the 5. P is equal to 5, and if you consider a is the 35, a is the any positive integer, so p divides a square. That means 35 is multiplied by 35 divided by 5. This one is the that means 7. That means 35 into 7. Okay, so 35 into 35 square has a one factor. This one is the p, that's been 5. Then 35 has a one factor. This one is also 5. So 35 is also divisible by 5. Okay, so that's why if p is the prime number and a is the positive integer, if p divides a square, then p divides a. Now we consider the one example related to the irrational number. So prove that root 2 is a irrational number, is an irrational number. So here we have to prove root 2 is an irrational number. So let us assume that first we consider root 2 is not the irrational number. Let root 2 be the rational number. We consider let root 2 be the rational number. So rational number means root 2 can be represented as the p by q. So root 2 can be represented as the p by q, where p and q are co-prime numbers, and q must be not equal to 0. So root 2 is equal to p by q. So by cross multiplication we can say that the p is equal to q root 2. Okay, root 2 equal to p by q. So by cross multiplication p equal to q into root 2. By squaring this one, then we can say that the p square is equal to 2q square. This one is the squaring both sides. So p square equal to 2q square means we can say that p square is divisible by 2. That means 2 divides p square. So by the previous theorem we can say that which implies that 2 divides p, because 2 is the prime number. So 2 divides p. So 2 divides p means p has a one factor 2. That's why p has a factor 2. So p can be represented as p is equal to twice of x. Okay, so p equal to twice x means in this equation p square equal to 2q square, we can say that 4x square, this one is equal to 2q square. That means q square is equal to 2x square. So similarly we can say that the 2 divides q square means 2 divides q. By this statement, p square is equal to 2q square means we can say that the 2 divides p square, that's mean the similarly q square equal to 2x square, that's mean q has a one factor, sorry, q square has a one factor 2, that's mean q has also the one factor 2. So that's why p has a one factor 2 and here also q has the one factor 2, that's why p and q having one factor, having common factor 2. So that's mean p and q are not a co-prime numbers. But we assume here p and q are the co-prime numbers. So that's why this one is the contradict. That's why our contradiction is actually comes from here, root 2 be the rational number. Okay, so that's why therefore root 2 is not a rational number. Now consider the another example. This example is prove that suppose 5 minus root 2, this one is irrational number. So here the 5 is the, obviously this one is the rational number, we have to prove root 2 is the irrational number. So first we consider that's mean the we have to prove how root 2 is the irrational number. Okay, like this way we have to prove the root 2 is the irrational number. Then we consider let 5 minus root 2, this one is rational number. Then obviously 5 minus root 2, this one is equal to p by q, where the condition of p and q. Okay, that's mean p and q are the co-prime numbers and q is not equal to 0. So 5 minus p by q, this one is equal to root 2. Okay, now saying that 5 is the rational number, p by q, this one is also rational number, so the difference of the two rational number, this one is also rational number. Now 5 and p by q, 5 and p by q are both rational number, so 5 minus p by q is also a rational number, but root 2, this one is not a rational number, because root 2 is the irrational number. So that's why we can say that therefore our assumption 5 minus root 2 is rational number is wrong. Therefore obviously 5 minus root 2, this one is the rational number, is our assumption this one is the wrong. That's mean we can say that we have to say that the 5 minus root 2, this one is the irrational number. So that's why 5 minus root 2 is a irrational number. Write whether 2 root over 45 plus 3 root over 20 divided by 2 root 5 on simplification gives a rational or irrational number. That means this expression is either rational or this one is the irrational. Now we have to check that this number is rational or irrational. So at first we write the expression, that means the 2 root 45 plus 3 root 20 divided by 2 root 5. So this one is equal to root 45. So at first we have to find the prime factors of root 45. So 45 means 5 into 9, so 9 means 3 into 3, so 5 into 3 into 3 plus 3 into root over 20. Root over 20 we have to find the prime factors of 220, that's mean that 2 into 10, 10 means 2 into 5, whole divided by 2 root 5. Root 5 is the prime number, so this one. Now this one can be expressed as 2 root 5. This one is the 2 into, here the 3 is the 2 times, so outside of the root over this one is the 1 times, so 2 into 3 into root 5 plus 3, here the 2 is the 2 times, that's mean the outside of the square root, this one is the 1 time, so this one is the 6 root 5 plus 6 root 5 divided by 2 root 5. That's mean this one is the 6 plus 6, 12, so 12 root 5 divided by 2 root 5. So root 5 cancelled and the 2 6 are 12, that's mean this one is the 6. So obviously 6 is the rational number, that's why 2 root 45 plus 3 root 20 divided by 2 root 5, the value is the 6, that's mean this one is the simplification, and which is the rational number. Let x be a rational number. X is any rational number whose decimal expression is terminated, that means after finite number of steps of the division, this one is terminated. Then x can be expressed in the form of p by q. So x can be represented as the p by q, where p and q are the co-prime numbers, and the prime factorization of q each of the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n, where m and n are the non-negative integers. So first is the x is the rational number whose decimal expression is terminated. Suppose the value of x is the 2.65. Okay, so this one is the terminating decimal number, because the after the decimal and the 2 place, that's mean the 6 and 5 the stops, that's why this one is the decimal expression is the terminated. Then x can be expressed in the form of p by q. So this x, that's mean the 2.65 can be represented as the p by q, where p and q are the co-prime numbers. So 2.65 can be represented as 265 divided by 100. So this is not the expression of the p by q, where p and q are the co-prime numbers. 265 and the 100, they are not the co-prime numbers, that's why we have to divide by the 5. Then this one is the 20 and this one is the 53. So this 65, this one can be represented as 53 divided by 20. So where p and q are the co-prime numbers, and the prime factorization of q each of the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n, where m and n are the non-negative integer. Non-negative integer means either 0 or this one is the positive number. So we have to represent q. Q means here the 20. So 20 means 2 into 2 into 5. That's mean 53 divided by 2 square into 5. 5 means 5 to the power 1. So that's mean m is the here the 2 to the power m is the 2 and n is the 1. So the theorem, let x equal to p by q be a rational number such that the prime factorization of q is in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. So here the q is in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n, where m and n are the non-negative integers. Non-negative integers means either this one is the 0 or with a positive number. Then x has a decimal expansion which terminates after k place of decimal. After k place of decimal, where k is the larger of m and n. That means the whichever is the large number of m and n, this one is the that's mean this number is the k, where this one is the k place of decimal. So suppose we have to consider the one example. Example is the 7 divided by 40. Okay, so the number is 7 divided by 40. This one is the rational number, and whose prime factorization q, this one is in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. So seeing that 40 can be represented as if you consider this one is the 40, then 220, then the 210, then 25. So that's mean this one is the 2 cube is multiplied by 5 means 5 to the power 1. So then x has the decimal expansion which terminates after k place of decimal. That's mean in where k is the larger number of m and n. So here we had the m, the value of m is the 3 and the value of n is the 1. So the whatever is the larger value is 3. This one is the larger value. That's mean this one is the k. So k is the 3. So when we have to divide, the result will be the after the decimal here the 3 place. Okay. So if you consider this one is the division, or by not using also division, this one is the 7 by here the 2 cube. That's mean we have to write here the 5 cube. 5 is multiplied by 5 square. We have to multiply by the 5 square with numerator and denominator. Then this one is the 2 cube into 5 to the power 1. So this one is the 5 square cancelled. Then this value is equal to 7 into 25 divided by 2 cube into 5 cube. So this one is the 25 into 7. That's mean this one is the 175 divided by 1000, or 2 into 5. That's mean 10 cube. That's mean this one is the 1000 and this one is the 175. So the result will be the 0.175. Here the 3 is the large number. That's why after the decimal the 3 number 1, 7 and 5. So that means 7 by 40, this one can be represented as 7 by 40. This one is equal to 0.175. Now the theorem, let x equal to p by q is a rational number. This one is the p by q, this one is the rational number, such that the prime factorization of q is not in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n, where m and n are the non-negative integers. Similarly, then x has a decimal expansion which is non-terminating repeating. Okay, non-terminating repeating. So non-terminating repeating when the q is not of the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. So if q is in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n, then the decimal expression, this one is the terminating. And if the q is not of the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n, then this one is the rational. This rational number p by q is a decimal expression which is non-repeating, non-terminating and repeating. That's mean not terminates but repeated with the infinite number of times. Suppose the example is 43.127. okay, this one is the non-terminating and repeating. And when if you if you this decimal number, if you is in the form of the p by q, then this one is the value, that's mean the value of q, this value, that's mean the denominator portion value, this is not in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. Okay. Now consider the some examples. The following decimal numbers, okay, here the some decimal numbers is given, they are the rational or not. We have to say that they are the rational number or not. If the rational number and of the form of p by q, what can you say about the prime factors of q? So first example, first question is the 43.123456789. okay. So at first we have to say that this one is the rational number or not. Now since that after the decimal here the 9 numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, that's mean the 9 numbers. So that's mean the finite number of steps the decimal presents. That's why this one is the terminating decimal. This one is the terminating decimal. So terminating decimal, as the number is terminating decimal, so terminating decimal means we have to say that this one is the, this number can be represented as p by q. So that's mean this one is the rational number. Okay. So this one is the rational number. And last one is we have to say that what can you say about the prime factors of q, where we had the q. Now q is in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n form. Q is in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. as the rational number, this rational number is terminates, that's why we can say that this rational number is in the form of p by q, where q is in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n. Now the second one is the second example. This one is the 0.120, then the 1200, then 12300, like this way. Now since that this one is not non-terminating, okay, non-terminating, because this one is not ending, so this one is the non-terminating and non-repeating also. So this one is non-terminating and non-repeating. So this is not the rational number, so this one is the irrational number. So as the number is irrational number, so we can say that this number cannot be represented in the form of p by q. Okay, this one is the irrational number. So as this number cannot be represented as in the form of p by q, so we cannot say about the q. And the last one, number 3 is 43.12347. okay, so clearly seen that this one is the terminating or non-terminating, this one is the non-terminating but repeating. So this one is non-terminating never ended, but this one is the repeating allowed, non-terminating repeating decimal number. So non-terminating repeating decimal means this one is the rational number. So rational number means we can represent this one is the p by q. So as this number is a rational number and this one is also the non-terminating repeating decimal, that's why q is in the form of q is not in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power m. Okay, so you have the 3 example. First example, this one is the terminating decimal, so that's why this one is the rational number. Here the non-terminating and non-repeating, that's why this one is the irrational number. Non-terminating repeating decimal, that's why this one is the rational number. So 3 case, terminating and the non-terminating repeating decimal, then this one is the rational number. If both are the non, that's mean the non-terminating and non-repeating, then this one is the irrational number. Last one, these two number are the rational number, but here the terminating, that's why q is in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n, and here the non-terminating and repeating decimal, that's why q is not in the form of 2 to the power m into 5 to the power n.